Ha ha ha. You guys faked it. I see all the pigeon poop, but you faked it anyway. I don't know how you did it. You made the pigeon poop in your kitchen using the ingredients of cocoa and whipped cream. I don't know how you did it, but you did it, you did it, you did it, you did it, you faked 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 it. Oh, I don't know, maybe you hired a bunch of pigeons 10 years ago to poop on a bunch of games. Oh, knowing full well that one day you'd come across an abandoned store and put them in. Yeah!
This episode has been brought to you by Squarespace.
It's Friday night, I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I could sit here and pick my nose while I watch a brand new video. Whoa, Top 5 Friday tonight.
Let's discuss the last episode and things you may not know. I've actually been reading a lot of comments, so they've given me some ideas of things to kind of talk about. Some of you people. So number 5, yes, I didn't go get gloves and a mask the second time we drove through there when I came back with Rob. Well, the intention really wasn't to dig through anything. I was just going to show Rob, hey, this is the place, because we were using the same route to go back. Really wasn't thinking that I was going to go through it again. And well, I just couldn't help myself. I started going through it again. So that's why I didn't have gloves. Now the mask, well, I don't know. It's whatever. I immediately stopped at a gas station and washed my hands. So that's something. No, the games have not been cleaned. They're just sitting in the box. I'll clean them either way eventually when I have time. But as of right now, it's not exactly something on my priority list. I got Blu-rays and episodes to edit and freelance work. But they are sitting in a box safely. No, I have not actually gotten in contact with the owner yet. But that is not from lack of trying. I have called at this point 6 to 7 numbers, left messages, and even tried to get in contact with people that are maybe relatives to this person, and I've gotten nowhere. If I keep calling the same number again and again and again, I'll get pretty irritating. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do at this point. Maybe just give it some time, because there's obviously not a rush or anything. And eventually I can get in hold of this person. They're just probably not answering the call because they think it's some sort of spam or robot call or telemarketer or something, because you know how it is these days. I actually had hand sanitizer. What was I thinking going into this place? Well, you got to keep in mind, when I first initially went into this place, I was thinking, well, obviously this place is abandoned. Curiosity got the better of me. When I saw games, went back to the car, I was like, okay, let me see if I can get a hold of the owner. Did some research, and well, as much research as I could do in a car and a phone. And I found out that the owners had passed away. So that was what I'm thinking whenever I was, gathering this stuff. But then once I got on the road, I started thinking, well, maybe it's in somebody else's name. That was an hour down the road, and I was like, I'm not going to turn back. So let me just figure out what I can do to try to track down this guy. My thinking in this time was, hey, I'm going to grab these things. I'm going to keep them from getting any more destroyed than they already are. The ones that I can save, I'll get them cleaned up. And it's kind of like a win-win situation. I don't know if somebody wrote something in the comments about a win-win situation, but this is exactly what I was thinking, win-win. It's like, I'll get to clean these games up. If I contact an owner and they want them back, then boom, he's got games now that are cleaned, preserved, saved from actually getting any more damage on them. And he can, well, I don't know if he's a gamer or not, keep them or sell them or whatever he wants to do with them. They're there, you can have them. Either way, and the reason I say win-win is because I get a cool video and a cool story out of it. I guess in the only way I know how, I wanted to take the legacy of this video store, the legacy of the owners, and show it respect and do a really nice video. Take this dead video store and somehow give it a memorial online so that it's not completely forgotten about and it lives on in some way. And sure, you get an adrenaline rush and it's exciting coming across the games, but it is bigger than that. Because I'm not going to take these games and sell them. All right, so even if I do get to keep them, because the owner just never get a hold of anybody that owns the building, or they're like, yeah, I don't care, whatever, keep them. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep the few things that I need, like the battle toads, and I'm going to give most of the other stuff away to you guys. And I guess I'm announcing it here for the first time anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna give most of it away to you guys. We'll figure out how to do that, which avenue to take, but that'll be down the road. So, I mean, it's win, and win for you guys too, I guess. So yeah, no, I mean, because most of this stuff I have anyway, so there you go. All right, so that leads me to number one, and man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, some of you people are, I'm sure a lot of you are like flat earthers and moon landing hoaxes and all that stuff. Just the sheer amount of conspiracy theories I'm hearing on this video is astounding to me. The video is blowing up a lot more beyond what our initial fan base is. Skepticism is being poured in to people who don't know any better, and I get it. But man, oh man, like you can't see with your own eyes that this stuff is covered in years of pigeon poop to the point where it's dissolving the paper on the boxes. Look, I get it because there's so much fakery on television with storage wars and things like that. I understand, I get it. And honestly, you know, if I didn't do this sort of thing, maybe I'd feel the same way. But it happened exactly the way I said it happened. Again, this is like 13 hours away from where I live. You know, if we were going to fake something like that, it'd be 45 to an hour away from my house. Okay, I'm not faking something 13 hours away. And trust me, there's plenty of abandoned everything you can think of around my area. Just the Texas, in this general area of Texas. So many, all these dead towns. Plenty of opportunity to fake something like that. I'm not gonna do it 13 hours away. A lot of people that probably think it's fake, I'm almost willing to guarantee that they don't travel. So if they traveled, they would know, especially not on the major highways, but sometimes when you have to take state highways, you pass through these small towns like every 20 minutes, every 30 minutes, every hour. There's always this small little town that you have to slow down, and it's always dead. It's dead because all these small towns have dried up. And then you go through the downtown area, there's so many abandoned buildings. When we travel thousands of miles every year since the beginning, really, minus the COVID year, of course, because we're always going to conventions. And one of those conventions is always on the far coasts that we have to travel to. And we're always passing through these small towns, hundreds of them, with abandoned buildings everywhere. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened. I guarantee you we've passed through buildings that's had games like that abandoned in them. Every single town in America had a rental store back in the day. It just did. All right, so I guarantee you we've passed so many old rental buildings and never even knew. The only reason I knew for this one was because they still had a sign outside that said video rental or video cassettes or whatever it said. That's the only reason I know. And so whenever we go and pass these places, we're just none the wiser. I guarantee it. So it's just an inevitability. I'm honestly kind of surprised it hasn't happened before. But then again, we don't go out and look through all these abandoned buildings all the time. We just don't do it. Only reason I did that is because it was a big advertisement for what it was, and the window was cracked open. But yeah, it's a combination of people that are just coming here for the first time and thinking, oh, here's another storage wars and pawn stores and all that stuff. Sure, okay, I get it, but we've kept it real on this channel, you know, whatever it is, like 12 years now at this point. You know, how many episodes do we have, and how many like really rare, like holy crap, unbelievable finds have we had? Maybe 4, 5 tops, including this one. It's like how do you fake pigeon poop? You know, that was the one thing. You know what? I'm gonna show when I initially found this place, I messaged Joe from GameSack, and I said, you watch, they're gonna say this is fake. And I emphasized the fact that, well, obviously anybody with half a brain's not gonna think that this is faked, considering there's a bunch of pigeon poop on everything. Because how do you fake that? How do you fake pigeon poop? You idiots! How do you actually think you can fake pigeon poop? Are you serious? Anyway, as I said, this video has been brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace gives people a powerful and beautiful online platform from which to create your own website. You can connect with your audience and generate revenue through gated members-only content. You can manage your members, send email communications, and leverage audience insights, all in one easy-to-use platform. You can create a community on your Squarespace website with a fully integrated commenting system that supports threaded comments and likes. You can use powerful blogging tools to categorize, schedule, and share your posts. You can even extend your e-commerce capabilities with Squarespace extensions. These new third-party tools can help you manage inventory, promote products, streamline bookkeeping, and much more. You can display posts from your social media profiles onto your website and automatically push website content to your favorite social media channels so your followers can share it too. Go to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace/gamechasers to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. You can also click in the description. A lot of you were actually saying it's the best episode you've ever seen. I was not expecting that. In fact, I wasn't even planning on even making it an episode, just like a little vlog thing. So I'm glad you guys liked it though, and I appreciate it. And who knows, maybe we'll go do some more kind of, I guess, urban exploration things, because obviously there's still things out there